We'll go?
Okay.
All right.
All right. Okay. All the best,
Good
then.
game, yeah.
Yeah. Sixteen.
Fortune.
15.
14.
14. Thirty-eight.
13.
38. 38.
Hello, everyone.
All right, welcome to the fourth game of the Last Chance Qualifier. Currently on your screen, we have Daniel from Kenya and Jack from Nigeria. Quickly, we've seen CAY come down vertically in the first move, DOT next, and now Avine was played for 38 points.
Okay, it's back to Jack, and he has a rack of AYENTZE.
You can see him put the ZE aside, hoping to, score some solid points with that. And he has found a beautiful play of TEAZE. He's still considering if he's going to play that, and you can see he's changed his mind. He has opted for Zeni instead, with the Z on the triple letter score, scoring 38 points.
Zeni has been committed for 36 points. Now back to Daniel. He's playing immediately. We see Bai coming down. Jib, actually, JIB.
This is a beautiful move. The J on the double word score, on the double letter score, sorry, the B on the double letter score, scoring 50 solid points,
That's
keeping
massive.
PHAEW. There's something about the WH combo that I actually really like. When I have WH with a bunch of vowels, I always have this confidence that in my next program I'm definitely going to score in the 30s or even more than that. So we see Jack picking the first blank of this game. He has KEENET blank.
Now we could play kittens with the S hooking the Jib for 74 points, and that is the only available bingo here. And I see that he has, I think he's arranging it on his rack.
If I were to guess, I'm thinking this could be like a chemistry word or something because it's looking really similar to, yeah, it's a colorless, irritating, toxic
Toxic,
gas. Yeah, it's one like all those
maybe from the
pentanes.
ketone
Yes,
family, possibly.
true. All right, so he's still thinking. You can see him arranging his styles, he's shuffling, hoping a word jumps up to him. And, if he sees kittens, I'm sure he's definitely going to play this. Is a fantastic player from Nigeria, and we still see him thinking and shuffling his styles. We see you, Fashola Kayode, in the chat. Thank you for joining us. If you're just here, this is the fourth game of the last chance qualifier. 46 players right now slugging it out for a spot to play in the main event happening tomorrow. Only 10 players in this pool are going to qualify for the main event.
All right. Jack is yet to make any move. I think he's yet to see the kitten, or is probably not sure about it. Another option would be to play kitten without the S, without the blank, right under the Z of Zani for 44 points. Okay, we see something entirely different. I think it's opting for AK. That is the third best move, leaving EENT blank. And that has been committed. All right, we've gotten our time. Is yet to commit.
32.
Or it's understandable if you can't spot kittens, you might as well play EKE for 32 points, which is very impressive. You still retain your EENT blank, and you're still the C float on the board. There's still the jibe book with the E or S. And things are still looking up yet. We have NWAPHEGN for Daniel.
A couple of choices here we have would be to play Phage with the E hooking the jibe, the G for jibe for 32 points, leaving NW. What would you do here, Excel?
Yeah, I want to play out as much tiles from this consonant heavy rack. You have P, H, W, G in one turn. So playing a word like H, which plays out the P, H, and the G, is something I'll be looking to do here.
Definitely.
All right, he's hoping for something more enclosed. Is going to the left hand side of dot, playing HAP. That scores 28 points and retains WENG. If you pick an I with this, you're already looking to play bingos ending with ing or something.
All right, moving on quickly. Jack is coming up with a bingo.
All right, he plays ENTETES.
Entities.
Apologies, the last style is ENTETEA. I find that word quite strange myself. That's such an impressive pull from Jack.
69.
Yes.
Having a word containing 4 E's and 2 T's. Wow.
Okay, he played that for 70 points. And just like you said, Daniel has been able to pick the I. He has a rank of WETIGNE.
Yes, he has the 7-letter word written, but there is no spot currently
On
to
this
play that on
board.
this board. I think he did rush this move though. He could have played new in through the end of entities and scoring 42 points retaining
Wow, what a
ET.
miss.
But he has not, it seems he hasn't committed his move. Yes, yes, yes. He has arranged it down. He
Yeah,
has found. I think this emphasizes why Scrabble players you need to um calm down, don't just rush into moves and correctly assess the board and see if you're missing anything. But that's interesting. He sees it but still opts for WE. Hmm. Maybe he's
interesting.
hell bent on playing a bingo.
Okay, he has committed that move.
Yes.
I've been seeing another bingo coming through. Now, can we talk about Jack picking skill? Jack's picking skill. He picked the second blank.
Yeah. He should most likely bingo on this turn. He has LINGUL blank and with words like lingual.
Lingula.
True, you could play that right next to entities.
Yeah. So we might be seeing, like, he arranged both just now. So we might be seeing either of that coming through. Another obscure option would be to play Ulins, but I think that's really unnecessary at this
Yeah,
point.
floating the U right there at the triple triple is unnecessary.
Very
The
unnecessary.
moment he spots lingual or lingula and he's made up his mind that okay, he isn't missing any other play,
Yeah.
and he's going to commit. But one interesting thing is if he floats an L, so I'm thinking lingual next to entities would most likely give Daniel a 9 timer.
Really.
I may be wrong, but looking at the board, yes, lingual to the right hand side of entities would in fact give Daniel exalting a triple triple for a boatload of points. So the safest option for Jack would be to play lingula or lingual right beside HOY and AT, forming a HOY and a LAT.
Yeah. Or Lingula with the A
Yeah, it's
opening
just
the OI for
playing a
Ahoy.
HOY.
I mean, playing just beside Entity, opening the triple triple spot is not necessary at this point.
Yes, you see Shay in the chat pointing out that placement. I was too fixated on thinking, oh, you could just play to the right hand side of entities, but Ahoy and Lat would be a very safe option here. Fine, Exalting would still come down for Daniel, but it's way better than a triple triple.
Okay, Jack is taking his time on this one. Do you have any idea why he could be doing that?
I mean, I have a feeling he's not spotting the Ahoy hook because we've seen him arrange lingual And I think he's worried about floating that L for the triple triple. Fine, he doesn't know a triple triple is coming down, but he's just hoping he's not missing anything, especially with the EW. Maybe if his blank is an E or a T, maybe he has something there. So I understand why he's taking his time. But I think the moment his spots are Hoy, he's
Yeah.
going to play there. All right, so
All right, we see Fashola in the comments. It said keenness and keepness.
yes, back when kittens was an option, the anagram of kittens is
Keeping,
keenness.
yeah,
True, true,
true.
true. Okay, okay, fantastic. He's playing lingual.
Oh my god.
He's playing lingual next to entities, floating the L for a triple triple. And what are the chances that Daniel has the exact styles to punish this move so well?
Are we going to be seeing the first 9 pointer in this game, in this entire round, in
True, true,
fact?
true.
Oh wow.
Exalting should be an easy find for Daniel. Yeah, he wastes no time.
Oh
Exalting
my
is
god.
coming down immediately.
Ooh.
I'm sure Jack is beating himself up. Wow,
Wow. This
203 points. One move scoring 203 points. Let that sink in.
200.
wow, this is absolutely
It
crazy,
would
guys.
take a lot for Jack to come back into this game. It's nowhere near impossible. But I mean, a 200-point play can be very damning right now. Wow. I wonder how Jack feels thinking, I could have just played my goal. Isn't that a lot better than,
I think
floating
he
this L?
probably didn't see the
Ahoy,
Ahoy.
exactly. It's a bit tricky to see, thinking
Wow,
Ahoy and Lat there. Interesting turn of events.
very interesting.
I mean, Jack came swinging, playing entities, playing lingual. He must have felt really good about that play, thinking, oh, I have this game in the bag. Just keep playing and see exulting coming down. No blanks necessary. 203 points. Well, yeah, let's see. The scores are 354 for Daniel to Jack's 219. It's still within reach. Yes, trust me, we've seen greater comebacks than this. So,
Yeah, but that one must have really hurt Jack.
true,
I can
true.
tell. Looking back, if he decides to analyze this game, which I feel he would definitely do that,
Yes,
he would see the spots where he could have played the
true,
lingua or
true.
ligola. Moving on to Jack, he has a rack of MISWFED.
Um, at this point, he just needs to focus on this move. Anything that happened beforehand it's gone. Just focus on what he can play right now. And one of his top choices would be wife. The exact spot he wanted to play, the GULL. Now he can play wife there for 34 points, retaining MS. As you can see, the board is very open. There are still a lot of tiles left to play. Let's see what happens.
Okay, we might see Wife coming down for 34 points from Jack. I'm still not over the exalting move itself.
True. Dare I say this could be the first triple triple of this tournament. I mean, I may be going out of my way to say or to assume that, but still, I haven't quite heard of any player playing 9 time ascents, even in the early bed or since
Yeah,
this.
this should definitely be the first that I have seen. All right, moving on to Daniel with a rack of Q high EHIAE. Now, a couple of options here would be to play, could play Fick from the F of Wife for 38 points, or High AHI just right beside Wife for 13 points.
Yeah, we see him go with QIN. He's keeping it simple. Just play your Q, retain good tiles, don't overthink it. 22 points. and just move on. I think yes, we should be seeing a bingo from Jack. These styles look way too flexible.
Yeah.
All right.
He has a rack of STORMES.
Yes, and the only available seven-letter bingo would be MOTSERS, Mozart. He could hook that to the E in exulting or the to the S tune, pluralizing tune. Yes, this is someone saying in the chat, Kenya on fire, and that is true because as at round three, Daniel is second in the pool currently, and right behind him we have Philip Mutinda from Kenya in the third spot. So yeah, true. You can say Kenya is on fire.
Yeah, definitely. You might be saying Mozart's calm down.
True. I don't expect Jack to miss such high probability bingo. All right, still seems to be taking his time, and to be honest, this is one of the telltale signs that a player would most likely miss a bingo or a high or their best play.
I think
Because
he's looking through the view of lingual. I can see Oistrums arranged on his right. He's probably want to go there for 60 points.
yeah, 60 points compared to 74 points is a difference you don't want to
You can't
cut.
afford that at
Yes,
this point.
yes. Oh, we see him play SOM.
33.
See him play SOM. That is a miss. It's probably still, still beating about the exalting move. Who knows? All those things could affect one's psyche, and he's not thinking his plays through completely. But it's fine. He still retains
30.
very good leave.
Definitely. I felt that move probably threw him off and affected the next round. And quickly we see IE coming down for 30 points from Daniel.
At this point, I feel that Daniel is just cruising. He doesn't need to necessarily overthink his moves way too much. He scores 30, increases his lead. Just keep going and leave very balanced styles. And as we see, Jack has picked TIVRS.
I see Ravius, I see Veritas, all the possible seven
The
letter
interesting
bingo.
thing is with the he move played last turn, now Jack can cash in on that spot and play 90 points plus bingos, such as Raviest next to AHI or Veritas on that same spot,
Yeah.
all scoring 96 or 92.
Also want to mention how fast Daniel has been playing. I mean, I'm seeing just 19
That's
minutes.
interesting.
Scares are really on fire.
True, true, true. 19 minutes to 7 minutes.
He's opting for Tavers.
Yeah, scoring 92. Oh, okay. You can see him changing his mind. He
Okay.
wants to think it through. Yes, his highest scoring option would score 96, and 96, 92, just 4 points difference. But when it was on the long run, it could matter. All right, so he's actually worried about what each play would give back to his opponent. He wants to change his mind to Veritas because V is the only letter in Scrabble that you can
19.
form a two-letter word with. So there's nothing that goes after V there. So it is almost inaccessible. However, it is still dangerous because he could just play through the V and still score quite well. Yes, we see Shay in the chat saying Riviest should have been the move there.
Yeah, he definitely had the motive that you just said behind that move. He didn't want to really give back a lot to his opponent, so he went for Veritas.
True.
Back to Daniel with a rank of SREIEOP.
All right. So after this last bingo, I'm sure Daniel has to like adjust his seat and say, I can't just play anything I like. Jack is inching closely to Daniel's current score, so he needs to start scheming and say, okay, do I want to play bingo? You can see he's already arranging EVO, keeping PSIR, hoping to play bingo next turn.
Right. Through that same V of Veritas, we see Rove coming down for 24 points from Professor Machanje.
Someone says and hope to bingo next. All right, we see an interesting arrangement of tiles for Jack. He arranged MOURNRR.
Well, I don't see any possible bingo or this
There are still options currently. Having 3 R's is just horrible, but you could still weather the storm, play rumor underneath the E in exalting. Just shed those tiles, go into the bag. There's still 2 S's on scene. Who knows? He could still, come with a bingo. It's currently trailing with nearly 60 points. And it's not so much to worry about because there's still a couple of tiles left. And as long as Daniel doesn't play bingo of his own, is good to go. Although from the commentary booth, we can all see, even on the stream, Daniel is poised to play like adipose next turn. He's just, relaxing, waiting for whatever that plays. And
so it's safe to say
I mean, from the there was a lot in his favor. Finding the exalting itself is even is impressive because there are a lot of players that will just play EX in that same spot for something points. He took his time, so that he has a wonderful 9-timer there. So fine luck is on his side, but still he's been making very fantastic plays in this game.
Definitely.
We still see Jack trying to figure out what to play.
I think he's going for Rome.
Yeah. Honestly, there ain't not much options for him. Personally, I would have preferred to play something like Room or even Myrna.
Mona.
True. Just burn through as much tiles as you can. Hope to pick an S and some favorable tiles. All right, so he commits that move, and I'm sure we'll be seeing Adipose next.
Wow. I wonder what must be going through Jack's mind right now.
76.
All right. We're seeing Adipose for 76 points.
That takes the scores to Daniel's 506 to Jack's 390. That's a 110 difference, and it's not looking good. Interestingly, Jack did pick a 7-letter word bingo, FAITOUR. There be any spot for that on the board? Unfortunately, there is not, and there are no 8-letter word bingos too. This must be excruciating for him. Seeing a 7-letter word bingo on his rack, your opponent just bingoed, and we can't even, minimize the cumulative.
Exactly. But right under adipose, we could play an interlapping play of T4 for 31 points, leaving ARE. Also, right above, we could play UFO for 26 points, leaving AIRT.
So I think finding the scores are so wide apart is this is no reason to just give up and say I'm going to play just any move I see. As on this stage, every point matters. Even if you're losing a game with so many points, you still have to reduce the difference as much as you can. So playing something like UFO scoring 26 points, retaining your RAIT open to bingo, and the next turn is still reasonable.
Also, I think Jack really had a couple of misses in this game that would have closed up the
True.
margin a bit from the Gittins move of
Yes,
Kenneth to the Ostrongs. You know, he missed some couple of bingos that could have helped.
that's true.
So back to Daniel
Yeah.
with a rank of RSOLGRD.
Forward.
I believe he has a
No,
B
44.
with that too.
40.
Okay, that's the last track.
Yeah. Sorry, 42.
I'm sure there's a scenario, there's a universe where Daniel plays maybe an invalid
50.
word, and then
151.
let's say Jack plays a
170.
bingo, scoring 90
259.
something, and Daniel is unable to score so well.
25.
And yes, Jack eventually wins the game.
57. 302.
True, true, true. But the thing is,
No,
on
48.
this level, we would not be expecting such rookie mistakes from a player like Daniel here. As long as he plays simple moves,
240.
doesn't overthink it, doesn't
Is
expose
it this?
triple triples or anything, he's good to go for this game. You see a lot of people still hyping Daniel in the chat. You see someone calling him Changes, aka Oxford.
Oxford indeed.
All right, we see the players dotting their I's and T's, making sure the scores tally, and I'm
334.
sure Jack too
What? What's my score? Forward.
is
414.
most likely tracking tiles too, making sure knowing it, making sure he checks what is in the bag, maybe scheming for an out bingo or something.
So Daniel is going for the top choice of drugs for 25 points.
All right, he plays blogs, okay, in HAPS. And with that move, the tile bag would be empty, and he's left with ROND. Wow. With ARTICAL, there is in fact an out bingo for Jack. I'll see if anyone in the chat can spot it.
Yeah.
This is a very interesting word. It's a word I personally haven't even seen before.
Same.
But you can see Jack is taking his time. He has a feeling there is something here. The tiles are too flexible to just, rush your move.
Yeah.
With the B, L, O available, even the P.
Well, and
Oh,
okay, he's taking it back.
yes, I maybe wanted to play practical, but
Yeah, I
even that
realized.
is practical. I believe that's a 9-letter word. So let's see if he's able to spot his out bingo I'll give a hint to anyone in the chat. This bingo plays to the I in adipose. It in fact starts with I.
I see article coming down.
Oh, my time. Okay.
All right, you can see him changing his mind. I'm sure he knows the word is invalid. And yes, we see Adideji in the chat pointing the bingo available. I article, yes, through the I in adipose. He seems to trying clariats.
I think his spidey senses are going off here. He knows there's a bingo in that rack with this boy is having.
Yes, clariats, article. It just feels like there has to be something here. But the thing is, there is no 7-letter word bingo.
Yeah, there's no 7
in the first instance. The only chance he has is to play with the I in adipose.
Oh, I think he probably made a move and took it back. Maybe there was a challenge.
Yeah, the clarinet was challenged off, and now we see Daniel play ORD.
Which one?
Jack still tries one more time to play article, hoping it is somewhere in the dictionary, but unfortunately, that would be challenged off. And with N left on Daniel's rack, he's definitely going to finish this game with a sizable spread. Looking at the standings, he was in second position earlier. Okay, he's definitely going to go higher in the standings right now. All right, we see Intikanianam already won his 4th game and is currently leading the standings. But with Daniel's win and the spread is coming with, it's safe to say he's going to top the standings after this game.
Yes,
that's fantastic from the Kenyan player.
Very fantastic.
Yes.
I mean, I enjoyed every bit of this game.
True.
You know, he played really well. I must give that to him.
Yeah, you can see the players shake hands, no hard feelings here.
I didn't want to make this bingo.
Jack came swinging earlier on entities, lingual, or exulting, and adipose